Listen, right quick, and this is for my audiobook listeners only. If you love audiobooks, these are my top 3 favorite male narrators. If Jacoby DM narrates it, I'm gonna listen to it. If Winston James narrates it, I'm gonna listen to it. And my number 1, if Midnight Michael narrates it, I'm gonna listen to it. That's it. That's the post. Bye.
I don't wanna see another day.
Twami.
Shout out to the homie Twami. Capricorns, what up? It's that time of the year. Yeah, glow. Good looking. I guess it's like my state of the union. Midnight. Blue dreams, let's go. They say it's lonely at the top. Shit, I'm just trying to find out. Maybe become a legend on the way. That's what the grind about. Wonder why I talk this talk. Google me, find out. No tomorrow. Apollo Craig. No time for timeouts. No, don't throw the towel in. I just begin. 46, but still feel like a freshman. Like my daughters, them can't worry about what could have been. I ain't got that kind of time unless it's around in my DNITE. Take a look at me, man. Now my enemies be wishing me luck. Went from unnamed to untamed, get caught up. Although the game changed, names still get brought up. Among the greats in my better half, so phenom. Just put the motherfucking beat on. And I'ma shine like shine. And I be shooting up the club, but listen, not like shine. 79, all the way to Y25. I'm no longer only trying to survive. I'm living life like wait till I get my money right. Excuse me, is you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. Y'all can't tell us nothing. This has been another InstaSpace Studio production.
Whether you're commuting, chilling at home, or just taking a break, we've got you covered with the hottest news, fascinating guests, and the occasional surprise. Buckle up and get ready to get caught up with us.
Hello, you guys, and welcome to the Get Caught Up podcast special edition tonight. This is not an author interview. It's not a narrator of the month. This is a special broadcast for a pre-launch party for the book release of Losing Sight and Frenemies with Benefits. And we will shortly be joined with our guest, Miss Tati Richardson and Miss Synithia Williams. Miss Crystal, Miss Books and Soul, how are you doing this evening? You are on mute.
I'm on mute. I am doing fabulous. It is Monday evening. It's cold out. Well, it ain't that cold, but it's cold out. You know, I'm ready to relax, get into these books because the things I learned from reading these 2 books, whoo, I'm excited about.
I am excited too. I'm excited too. And I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors and our supporters who so graciously always contribute to the Get Caught Up podcast. I want to show love to Kiana Danae, JC, Woman of Vision, also to Lula White, Black Odyssey Media. Thank you guys so much for all that you do. We appreciate you so much. And major love goes out to Midnight Michael, who of course gave us a lovely shout out in his birthday rap song. And so I just freely nominated it to be the theme song for the year for the Get Caught Up podcast, of course, because why not? And also to Mark Wheeler for that amazing opening next year. Our narrator show us so much love. We love them just as much as we love
thank y'all so much. It is. I love the love.
We appreciate y'all to the fullest. But I am going to bring our guests on tonight. And you guys, if you are watching, you should be able to watch on our Facebook page, on Instagram, or YouTube. So go to Get Caught Up Podcast and you will find us there. Right. And hello, ladies. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
We
Hi, everybody.
oh, it is so glad to have y'all here tonight.
I'm excited to be here.
Wait a minute. Let's just rewind back a little bit. So before we came on the stage, I had to call out Miss Tati because she out here giving us the long black hair, the red lip, kind of looking like her book cover. But Synithia, you. I see the color on you. Yeah, it's kind of close. Y'all, I love that. I love that y'all kind of showing us, that y'all riding for these books. And I'm riding right along with y'all because y'all, some people say y'all learned me something reading these two books. Y'all learned me some things and I'm loving it.
We're gonna act like we intentionally matched our book covers. Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did.
I love it.
We did.
Yeah, I
We
love
did.
it.
Yeah. It was all on purpose.
Okay, Chrissy, I'm finished interrupting.
No, you fine. You fine. Listen, while you over there talking, I'm sitting here trying to make sure that we everywhere we supposed to be. Look, I'm trying to make sure we got our admins together. You're everywhere you are supposed to be. Okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Listen, hold on one second. Oh, goodness. I am going to share this one. Okay, thank y'all so much for sharing it. I appreciate it. Look, I appreciate whoever shared that screen. Thank you. Y'all didn't have to do it. I appreciate it. But first of all, you ladies, before we actually jump into the books, what we want to do is, for those who don't know you, we want to read your bio so we can officially introduce you. And then, of course, we're going to get into some questions about you guys, and then we'll get into the book. So I will go first. I'll start off with you, Miss Tati Richardson, and I will go and read your bio first. Now, listen, I'm going to try to make sure my eyes can see. Because you know how it is, even though you got glasses on.
That's the theme of the book. So yes, keep going.
Exactly. Listen, I felt Tamika in a mighty way. Losing sight. I agree with her. Me too. My teleprompter here too got to be expanded, okay?
Right. No flubbering, no squinting, none of that.
Listen, I'm gonna try not to squint. Okay.
Right.
With Tati Richardson is the author of The Build Up, named one of Amazon's best books of 2023, and I must agree because I read it and I love it. And a book list top romances of 2023, co-founder of the Romance in Color podcast, and an Apple Books writer to watch. Under the name T.M. Richardson, she writes steamy indie published works such as the USA Today bestseller The Oath. And it is a steamy bestseller, honey. Woo! Yes.
Right. Good God.
Yes, my goodness. I think that book made us do some live reviews. Okay.
Right.
She is a native of Atlanta and Tati lives in the suburbs with her husband and daughter. She collects red lipstick, as you can see. She's a Wonder Woman memorabilia and unique eyewear. Tati is represented by Keisha Menifee of Honey Magnolia Media. Shout out to Keisha
Hey, I love it. And I will be reading a bio for Miss Synithia Williams. So Synithia Williams has published over 25 novels since 2012. Her novel, A Malibu Kind of Romance, was a 2017 Rita finalist. She is a 2018 and 2019 African American Literary Award show nominee in romance. Okay. Her book was listed as Amazon Editor's Best Book of the Month in romance. Reviews of Synithia's books can be found in Publishers Weekly, Library Journal, Woman's World, Kirkus, and Entertainment Weekly. Synithia lives in Columbia, South Carolina, with her husband and 2 kids. Ladies, welcome to the UP Hot Seat tonight.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
Yes.
Listen, we are going to kick back and we have fun. I want to shout out to everyone who's joining us on Facebook and on Instagram. Miss Dylan Allen said it is so much beauty in this room tonight.
Aw,
Thank you.
thank
So much.
you.
She was on the show too. We got to get you back on sometime
Yeah,
soon. That was an
that,
amazing show. It really
yeah,
was.
that was.
So you guys, we're gonna hop into questions. So my first one is for you, Tati. I hop in, and then Crystal, I'll let you go with Synithia. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I know that you are a podcaster, so you're not new to this. You're true to this lifestyle.
True that.
So tell us a little bit about your podcast, and then your journey from podcaster to published author.
So like the journey from being an author and a podcaster was kind of around the same time. And just one quick caveat, I will say this, and I've told Synithia this in person, but like I met her at a romance, well, at a book fair, book
Oh, yeah.
conference festival at the AJC Book Festival, like back in 2018, 2019. And I went up to her and I was like, I love all your books and I'm writing a book and blah, 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 blah. And she was so nice. And she was like, oh, that's so nice. I hope I get to read it one day and blah, blah, blah. And then it was like she gave me all this encouragement. She said she don't remember, by the way. And so she don't remember. But she's like, I said that. I said, yeah, you did. And I got a picture too, girl. But anyway, I got my book signed, everything. And then you were like, keep going or whatever. And then I was like, okay, I got the impetus to keep going. But at the same time, I started my podcast too with my best friend. And at first it was supposed to be about like Hallmark movies and Lifetime movies and all things we love, but then kind of morphed into like, as my writing journey continued, it kind of morphed into us talking about romance topics and interviewing authors and stuff like that. So it kind of happened all at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So podcast is on its sixth season now. About to wrap it up in June. Thank you. About to wrap it up in June. That's amazing on there. People that like in my wildest dreams I never would have thought I would be talking to, but actually sitting down and talking to these people I just love. I've read, since before I was an author myself. And going from meeting these people, having them kind of pour into me, and then becoming an author at the same time, doing DV Pit, and then getting this publishing deal with Harlequin for the build up, and then all the way to now. That's kind of the journey in a nutshell. One more time, but that's all much the journey.
Yeah. That is an amazing journey. And what I love is that you met her and she poured it to you. Even though she don't remember, she poured it to you. And
she
y'all
did.
get together, got releases coming out on the same day, celebrating.
I know.
That is such a full circle moment.
It really is. I'm trying not to cry, but it really, really is. It really is a full circle moment for me.
Listen, I love those moments like that because it's so beautiful. And it's such a testament to our community and how we ride with each other so much. We encourage so much. This is the beautiful side of it. Like, we know it's got its side. But this is the beautiful side of the community, and I love to see it. I'm so happy to be a part of y'all's moment.
I know. I'm so happy around this moment.
Yeah, that's some of y'all moment, and I love it. So, Synithia, my first question for you is, what inspired you to become a writer?
Oh gosh, because I've been scribbling since like I was 6. It's like I've always been making up stories. Like I keep saying always be extra because I've just always been extra and coming up with ideas. And I still have the books that I hand wrote, 300 pages notebook paper in high school, right across from me, sitting next to my desk. And so I just always wanted to be a writer. And so I just sometimes can't believe that there's almost 30 books now. I think it is 30 books now that I've written. But, I went to college, got married, and was still scribbling stories down. But then one day, and I've told the story before, but a college said he was moving. She was quitting the job, moving, and going to law school. And I was like, what? And this because somebody just told her, if you want to be a lawyer, just do it. And it resonated with me. Like, if I want to be an author, I didn't just pick a book and just write it. And so out of the 3 stories I was scribbling, I just picked one and I finished it. And then I just started researching options and ways to do it. And I've just been in 2010, finished the book, and in 2012 got it published. And I've just been writing 2 books a year almost every year since then.
Oh, wow.
To get off. And working full time, and raising, like, all my kids only know mommy writer time or whatnot because they were so small when I started, and now they're in high school and everything. And so even my oldest is like, "You're on a podcast? You're famous." Like, no, that's not how that works. But
so I'm a famous writer who be on a podcast. So yes, I'm famous. Yes.
look, I tell them I'm a Z-list celebrity.
No, if your kids say you famous, you famous.
Famous?
That's how
Okay. I'll take it then.
yeah, you can, because I know they probably go to everybody. You know what? My mom famous. She be on part. Yeah, yep, I am.
They-
So the way you'll know how to treat people when you see them. Hello, how you doing? You know,
How you doing? Yes,
You famous.
he loves it. The weirdest thing is I was interviewing somebody for my day job, and then they were like, at the end of the interview, they said, but are you Synithia Williams, the author? And I was like, yes, that's me. So when weird stuff like that happens, it's always kind of funny. So yeah.
You are famous.
Listen, I love it. I love it. And that never gets old. And I always say that because I'm one of those who, even though like Chris and I are both authors too, but every time I see an author, I'm like always starstruck. Like I tell people, like, unless I meet like a real celebrity that I'm really, really like just swooning over, I'm always like my biggest like starstruck moments are with authors. Like, yeah. I was like, you can bring in a movie star, and I'm like, oh hey, you see that person, or but author, and I'd be like, oh my god, do you know who that is? And so when that moment happened for me, I was just like, so I was like, oh my gosh, and they recognized me, and they just came over, just hugged me, and I was like, what you mean? And so then they were like, oh yeah. So then my husband was with me and one of my kids, and so to see my child's face light up like, oh my god.
Yes.
I said, oh, and then they were like, they said the same thing to me, like, oh, you're famous, and I was like, he's famous.
Like, you know what? I'm at the bottom of the alphabet, but I'll take it.
It's okay. We on the list. We all on the list. Hey, we on the list.
Yeah.
On the list somewhere. And that's fine too. Thank you, Miss Sierra London. She hopped in and she said she was celebrating guys. And she yes. Oh my goodness. So I will go, Tati. Like man, I wish we had some time because I really would love to dig in with you ladies on a lot of stuff. So we're gonna try to hit the hot spots. So
okay,
all right.
I know that you have indie releases and traditional releases, right?
yes.
Okay. So my question is, which do you prefer? You prefer the indie side or you prefer the traditional?
Honestly, I like both for different reasons.
Okay.
I like the indie side because I have the control. I can make my own schedule unless it's like, tied to something else, unless it's tied to like audio or something like that. Then I'm beholden to a deadline or whatever. But for the most part, they're still flexible. I control the covers. I control, everything. On the negative side, I gotta pay for everything. I gotta pay for everything. I gotta pay for them covers. I gotta pay for those editors. On the traditional side, I love the fact that you're supported. There's a team. There's a team of editors. There's a team of publishers that are like invested in you and want to see you succeed and stuff. I'm trying to be better about deadlines and working smarter and not harder. And stuff like that. So, for me on the traditional side, those deadlines give me so much anxiety that it's just like, I can't take it.
Talk about it.
Yeah, so that's honestly, that's the only negative. And of course, like for both, honestly, and it just comes with the territory of being black and in this genre is just the marketing part and having to do a lot of the marketing and stuff yourself versus if you were, you know, another persuasion, they may have maybe doing all the marketing and stuff for you, or having a bigger push for you, but that's okay because you reach who you need to reach. So I think there's the pluses and minuses for both, really. I really can't pick one or the other. I like them both. Now that I'm doing it both, I like them both.
I like that
Yeah.
answer. We don't hear that too often. We hear it, but not too often.
Yeah.
Listen,
Okay.
and I wholeheartedly agree. Yes, but it's okay because you were doing your thing.
Yep.
You put in the work and you've gotten some great accolades. And that also comes because you
Yeah.
write great, amazing books.
That
So
part.
Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you. Thank you.
Next.
Thank
look,
you.
we got so and we
I
did.
love it. I love it.
Listen, I'm gonna get like y'all one day.
There you go.
One of these days.
My next question for you is: what is the most challenging part for you of being an author?
Oh, it's probably that actually writing and juggling it. So working full time and meeting deadlines. It's the making myself actually get on schedule, and I got really really good at that. And then I took 2024 off, and so it's trying to get back into that routine. And every time, like, you know, people are like, oh, you've written 30 books and how great. But every time I sit down and write another book, it's like, how the hell do I write a book? How did I do this? Where did, and then I'll go and read an old book of mine or read a part and I'm like, damn, I wrote that. Where's this person? Right? It's like, I can't do that again. And I guess it's the second guessing and the challenging and pushing yourself to actually sit down and write. And as Tati referenced, this industry to Black authors can be so frustrating. I guess it's the nicest way for me to say it sometimes. And it gives me the moments of like, why am I even bothering? I'm just like, I'm ready to just be done and say I had a good run. But then, you know, I'll get an email from a reader, somebody reply to my newsletter, you know, and I'll comment on something and people will tell me how much they enjoy my stories and keep writing. And so that truly is what makes me keep doing it. Because it's plenty of times over the years I've switched agents before, I've had lines shut down, I've had editors leave, I've had series I wanted to start that were turned away, and you want to just be like, I've had a good run. This has been fun. I can tell my grandkids I did this. But it's the readers that always encourage me to keep on writing. So that to me, that's one of the challenging parts, to stay motivated and to sit down and put those words on paper.
And I would just say this as a new reader to your work, with Reading Frenemies with Benefits. I love this story and I learned so much from this story. This about the character, but about myself too, and you know, things in life. But what I want to say is you made me want to go back and read all of Peachtree Crows because there's some
good.
I love small towns, and to just be in this small town right here, I wanted to go because I wanted to go be Maddie ass, Monique ass. I was like, I wonder if I can take a flight because I need to go take care of some people for her real quick. I don't know, but I'm like, I'm gonna go and I really want to read the whole series, like every book that's in that series, because I love when you read a small town and then you get to see it from everybody's point of view, and then it just makes it seem so real. Like I really want to go visit.
Well, offline, I have to tell you who those people are inspired by.
Ooh.
Now that's the real team right there.
Right.
Because mostly, if it's a villain in my story or a villain, I say it, then it's probably somebody I've come across. Like, you know what? I'm gonna write this heifer in my book.
So many people have been telling me that lately because they be like, you be so frustrated with people. They be like, don't you write? I be like, yeah. They was like, put them in your book. I said, yeah, and I can kill them.
There you go.
Listen, you remind me so much of this thing I shared, and it went viral because it was funny as I don't know what, but it was a clip of Shannon Sharp. And I said, the caption I put up there was, I said, when you piss off an author, and he said, "You're gonna do that to me and think I'm gonna turn the other cheek." He said, that's in the Bible. I ain't in there. I'm gonna put something on."
There you go.
Right.
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 Oh my god, that me with sober. I was like, man, but it was hilarious. I was like, I don't know what made me just think of doing it. But when I saw that, I was like, that's exactly what we do.
Yep.
That's what we do.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
putting something on you in this book. Why?
That's the club I'm excited to
Real
be
life,
in.
but I can get away with it in fiction.
Right.
That part,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I have this question because you guys have made great strides in your career. So this question is posed to both of you. And I would just say, what tips can you give other authors who aspire to gain, the success that you all have had with your writing and with your books?
I'll let Synithia go first because I want to learn. I'm still a baby, so I'll let her go first. I'm still a baby.
It's something I heard, and I don't think I've ever really said this before in any interviews, but I remember way back before RWA imploded, and I used to go to the conferences and workshops, and it was like one of my very first ones. I don't even think my first book was out. And somebody there just said that, yeah, you can write one book, but you got to write the next book. What sells the first book is the next book. And it was kind of long until you've had like 7 or 8. Don't slow down. And I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember who it was and how I heard it, but that kind of head to keep writing. And that's always my tip to people who want to write. They're like, how do I get published? It don't matter. You can't publish a blank page. How do I find an agent? It don't matter. They need something. How do I find a publisher? It doesn't matter if you don't have anything written, so write the story. First just actually get the words down. You can figure out how to edit it, how to polish it, how to publish it, how to market it, all that. There's plenty of resources to tell you how to do all of that other stuff, but you've got to actually write the story and write the next story and then write the next story. And you don't have to crank out 30 books in 12 years or whatever like I did or whatnot. But that's what readers want, because when they read the first book, then they want your next book and they're excited about you and they want to learn more about you, and then your backlist speaks for itself. So that's my biggest tip would be. Now there's ways, plotting, pantsing, all that jazz, you can figure that stuff out. I'm a real big planner because that's just me in life, but whatever works for you to get the story down and just write the story that you want to read, that you are going to have fun writing, that's my biggest tip. You figure all the rest of the stuff out once the book is done.
I like that.
I know that.
Yeah, I think the best advice that someone's given me was like, don't try to be the next whoever. Be you, and I definitely took that to heart, because the first thing that I wrote was not the build up, it was something else, and it was just not in my voice. I don't know what or who I was trying to be. I don't know, kind of hallmarky and sweet and all this stuff, and that ain't me really. On the writing side, I'm a sweet person, but I'm on the writing side, that's not me. But find my own voice, hone my own voice, and be the best Tati Richardson. I'm not trying to be the next Synithia or the next, Kennedy or whoever. I just need to be the next me, the one and only me. And granted, everybody's gonna have similarities here and there. And, that's the way the world is, and that's the way human nature is. But at the same time, my book is my book. It's my voice is my voice, and my humor is my humor, and those things have to come across and be specific to you. You can't try to write like somebody else. It's not gonna work. It's gonna show.
Yeah, so can I just say this, just from what you both said about, your tips for new writers, it kind of resonated with your characters. Like with Tati, with Kanika, it was, be me, don't change me. We went from her at the beginning having to be in wigs and wearing her hair a certain way to now her being her natural self. So like that kind of resonates. And this Synithia with Tracy kind of was like, oh, I don't know what to do this, and this. And like you said, you a planner. So she had to kind of step back to go forward to make herself happy again. Like she was with somebody who was a knucklehead or an asshole, and now she's like finding somebody that who's been in her life all her life and realize, oh, okay. So like I feel what you both said in your characters in this book, and that's why I said, like, I read a lot and I've learned to take messages from books. Even though people don't realize y'all are dropping messages, every author who writes a book is dropping a message. You just have to be there. You see it and receive it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that was a great comparison, man. That's hilarious that y'all's advice went along the streamline of y'all's book. No,
we did it on purpose too. Yeah.
We do it. That was amazing right there. But that was actually really good advice. We love dropping gems on here all the time. And you will constantly hear me say, and then this is how I know we all kindred spirits, because if it's two pieces of advice I always say, write the story. You gotta write the story. And then I always say, write what's in your heart. Those are my top advice. So when y'all said it, I was like, you know what, this why I like these ladies. We all on the same page. Well, now we have a game that we want to go ahead and implement. And Krista, I'm gonna let you talk about, because that game is called Love Connection. Like, she came up with this game, so I want to make sure you explain it, because you know what?
Okay, so this game we're about to play is called Love Connection. So what I wanted to do is have you ladies from your books, so from Synithia, from Frenemies with Benefits, I want you to pick someone from your other books who else you think would be a great match with Tracy and a great match with Brian. And then Tati, the same thing with you. Who do you think from any of your other books would be a great match with Tanika and Gideon?
Okay.
So y'all can think on that for a second, because then that way I feel like now I don't know what book to go read next. So I was just thinking that way you can get more of the catalog talked about, but then also, so they said this person will go with this person, so let me go ahead and get that book too. So as y'all thinking, I'm about to pull up my Amazon so I can pull these books up too. So are you ready?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Making you think a little.
I know I got to think more recent books, because I be forgetting character names from those.
That is a real thing.
I'm like, probably everybody mama named Lydia by now.
And don't mess around and get them a middle name or a last name, and then it's just some years. She be like, hold on, let me pull up my book.
Oh gosh. Or writing series and some off-brand name you give a character, and then like, oh wait, now I gotta write that person's story. Oh, that's a horrible name I gave them. That happened to me with my series. Okay, let's see. Tati, I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah, my catalog is not as extensive as Synithia, so I think I can narrow it down. Let's see. I'll start with Gideon first. Gideon is a mild-mannered optometrist, a widow. He would actually, you know what? He would actually work in the oath. He would actually work in the oath, but I'm not gonna do him like that. That'll probably give him a heart attack. I don't know. I can see. It's funny because I can see this book pairing well with my first book, so I could definitely see him dating Ari from the build up. I think they would be a good match. I still think she would be his type and stuff like that. Because they're both kind of nerdy. They both like comics and all this stuff. I think they would get along. And as far as Tanika's concerned, I don't know. Maybe Porter from the build up, but I'm leaning more towards Miles from
I
the
was
old.
just about to say that.
I was thinking
I'm
that.
leaning more towards Miles because Miles is like steady. Miles is like
Right.
has money. Miles is like self assured. Miles is like I'm gonna get it done. That type of person. So I definitely think she would work better with Miles. I don't know if she would like that dynamic, however, but I think personality wise, she would work with Miles. But Miles has a tendency to be monogamous too. So I mean, it could work.
I love it. So there's our love connection from Miss Tati. Okay, Synithia, what do you think?
And look, I had to go look up his name. All right, so, from one of the other books. So, frenemies with benefits. So, like Tracy, she's starting over after her marriage imploded. She's been embarrassed. She doesn't like drama because of her family history with drama and scandal. So she's got this real prickly kind of protective layer around her. So I do think that Travis from Careless Whispers, my Jackson Falls series, would be good with her because it was a similar kind of dynamic with him and Elena Robideau in that book because she was very prickly, hard, protect herself, and I think that he could Alice could kind of work through some of her defenses and kind of be there for her. So I think that will work. Now Brian, he not ready to settle down, or wasn't. He didn't think he was ready to settle down. He also heartbroken, moved back home, starting his life over. He's chilling, and he out there dating and enjoying his good time. So he probably would have fun with a little bit from A Little Bit of Love. It's a spinoff from a Heart and Soul series. She was the one who she's got this, like, when she was mad at the guy she was dating in the series, she was like taking the baseball bat to the car or whatnot. And so I could see Brian also liking that little bit of extraness, a little bit of I'll bust you up if you kind of mess me up kind of thing. So yeah.
I like that.
I think he's attracted to a little bit of that Spitfire extraness or whatnot. So I think that him and a little bit from that series, they would hit it off pretty well.
Okay, I like that. So now, like I said, new book. So you guys, if you got to go back and get these books, go get them books. Because like I said, I got to read the Peachtree Cove series. Because I want to go live in Peachtree Cove. And I want to see who else I might want to beat up in Peachtree Cove.
She just want to go to Peachtree Cove to beat up some people. Okay?
Right.
I got some messy people. Yeah, I love messiness in my small towns because I grew up in a small town. I've worked in a small town. It is not like the Hallmark movies. So
Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows the business. Like,
and that's the problem.
Yeah,
exactly. Yes.
So I'm gonna give you some stories to tell.
Right.
Exactly. And that's the next problem because everybody telling the stories. It'd be one thing if they knew the business, but then they telling the business too.
Thank you. And add to it.
Right, and add to the drama. And it's like, and I'm gonna see you at church on Sunday. Why you acting like this?
Don't sit beside me in church on Sunday. That's why. That's why I'm acting like this because I'm tired of you next week.
Catch you right on them good church stuff before we go into the rest of you.
Let me get you together.
Oh my goodness, but yes, I love it so much. So yes, you guys, listen now. We are getting ready to play one game for a giveaway. So those of you who are listening, we will definitely pick a winner at the end of the show for a gift. So I guess we'll start first with Tati. And my question is to you guys, so it'll be simple. What's the name of Tati's podcast? If you guys can tell us the name of her podcast, yes, then you will get a copy of, like, I'm going to let you say what you're going to give a copy of, Tati.
What did I say I was gonna give a copy of? I don't remember. Did I say Losing Sight?
I think you said Losing Sight.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a copy of Losing Sight.
Okay. So we will
Okay.
pick a winner who can tell us the name of her podcast, and she will give you a book of Losing Sight, which is a phenomenal read. Both of these books are so great. Like, listen, y'all have made my 2025 has been made for reading. If I don't read nothing else,
Oh,
I have
Aw.
read such two dynamic books this month, and I'm just like, whew, that it's one thing when you read it, you're like, okay, but then when you read it, I'm just like, you know what? Now, you get two good 5-star reads back to back. Like, yes,
Oh
you.
man, thank
I'm
you.
like, damn,
oh,
I'm good.
I
So,
appreciate that.
yes,
From
let
one
me
person,
let me not just say 5-star, but award winning. Like, I swear, y'all need to win some awards on these books because
I
they
appreciate that.
told
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
so you're welcome.
well, Christy, I'm gonna let you pick my question too, because I would say who's the person or people I said I wanted to beat up.
Can they remember that?
Listen,
They
I got your question when we get to it. I got your question when we get to that, but I already got it in mind. So
I'm trying to, not keep on threatening people on this good old internet.
listen,
They're fake, but in my mind, they some real people.
I wanted to fight fictional characters a lot.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, Chrissy over there got like about 3 of them I want to put my hands on. Mm-hmm.
see,
Yeah.
and I literally just finished reading the book, and I was like, and I didn't have time, but I'm gonna reach out to the author tomorrow and be like, I'm glad at the end of this book that this person got their just due because I was gonna have to go find me somebody with this name and be like, let me two piece them up real quick.
Right.
Oh my god.
It's
Right.
like I said, now she wrote a character that made me want to go find somebody with that name and be like, so yes, I was like, man, but yes, you know what? But that's good. But that means y'all did your job. So
Y'all did. Y'all definitely did.
that means you did your job. So what we're gonna do is get into the books though. So we wanna talk about losing sight. We wanna talk about frenemies with benefits. And I'm gonna read the synopsis for losing sight. Crystal will read the synopsis for frenemies with benefits. And I am going to show you guys these beautiful covers.
Yes.
Yay. So boom, that is losing
Oh
sight.
yes.
Come on, Curtis.
I love it. I love it.
I love it. I
Thank
love it.
you.
Now,
Right.
listen, I want it. It is so perfectly positioned on this screen because it's right next
Mhm.
to
Yep.
who we swore
Do my hand
would
like this.
come
Hold
on
on.
the show and was like,
I know.
let me look like
Right.
I'm book cover today. I know
Yes.
that's right. That is look, that's your Halloween costume right there. You take your book cover, you become the
And then I
cover.
gotta get my
Yes.
Oh,
husband to get a white jacket.
Right.
look,
Yeah,
that's smart. You walk around with your book and you dress like it. Like, yeah, that's me.
that's
I like
it.
that.
I mean, they already think that's me and my husband on the cover, so
Oh,
all right.
I know that's right. Well, that is losing sight, and here is the synopsis for this book. What if a mystery pair of glasses helps you to see life and love clearly? Sports reporter Tanika Nikki Ryan is at the top of her game until she isn't. Squinting at the teleprompter like I'm squinting at this synopsis. Flooding line. She loses her coveted Thursday night football spot to a younger, less qualified woman. And that's only the start of her troubles. After her impaired sight leads to an accident nearly costing her life, Tanika finds herself in the office of handsome widowed optometrist Gideon Miles. Their mysterious leads Tanika to an enchanting pair of glasses changing her world and Gideon's forever. With help from her boss chick village and a bit of magic, Tamika finally learns to see the love that's right in front of her eyes.
Oh,
That's so oh, so cute. Now I'm gonna go find me a fine optometrist because it ain't too many up here.
Listen,
I should not fine either. So
I tried to get her to go to the gas station, but her gas station, because listen, I always say go to the gas station because it's always somebody trying to pick you up at the gas station. I don't know why.
Not here in the DMV. I'm gonna just say most of these gas stations up here got nothing but crackheads.
yeah.
Atlanta too.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah.
No, can't do it. Alrighty, so the synopsis for Frenemies with Benefits. I mean, who don't like a little?
So pretty.
Who don't like a little benefits? I'm gonna tell you, Synithia, I'm gonna a picture of a friend of mine when I say they kind of favor each other. I was like, oh my gosh, she looks like Sherry.
Oh,
They favor each other. And I know somebody, her name is Tracy Thompson. That's so funny.
Wow.
oh, cool.
Yes. Okay. So you can't keep a sizzling little secret in a town like Peachtree Cove. For a place that just won an award for Best Small Town, Peachtree Cove sure has a big rumor mill. And Tracy Thompson is tired of being at the center of it. She's worked hard to make her bed and breakfast a success, only to have her soon to be stinky, old, funky, stinky everything. That's not what the synopsis says.
I'm gonna say now. What
Stinky ass leatherware in the summertime.
right?
Corduroy thing, all that. Soon to be ex's very public affair with her business partner, with her trifling, no good, stinky. I mean, I can probably go on for days because what is she? A bottom feeding, allergy eating. I can go on. Business partner result in a shocking pregnancy and the biggest scandal around. So if the whole town is going to talk no matter what she does, maybe it's time that Tracy stopped trying to be perfect. Maybe she should start doing things for herself, like having a little fun. And Brian Nelson, the sexy nursery owner, I want to go to his nursery.
Me too.
Who supplies plants for all her special events, is more than willing to help. When that man said, ask me, I said, oh.
Okay.
Come on, Plant Daddy. That's what I'm saying. Come on, Plant Daddy.
Right, tell me what I want. Yes. So fresh out of a bad marriage, Brian is down with drama. Ever since high school, he's admired Tracy's strength and sass, and a friends with benefits deal sounds perfect. But now everyone in Peachtree Cove is talking, and they can all see what Brian and Tracy don't want to admit, even to themselves, that nothing complicates a simple arrangement quite like love. New people love each other since high school. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen. And we got our game coming up. So I won't spoil what I was about to say. I'll say that for the game coming up. But that's about this for Losing Sight and Frenemies with Benefits. I'm trying to tell y'all, these two books drop tomorrow, and run out there. If you don't do nothing for the balance of your days, run out there and go get these two books for real.
And guess what? We got a 3-day weekend coming up. So, and the weather is supposed to be cold.
Oh, yes.
Messy in our area. So this is the time to go get these books, get you a blanket, get you your favorite little treats, and sit back and enjoy, because I promise you these books had me laughing, had me upset. You heard who I wanted to go fight. So, it had all the feels. Yes.
So listen, we got our next game called We Listen and We Don't Judge. Y'all know this game for real. Like, we listen and we don't judge. That is trending. It is viral. And basically, I don't have to break down how that goes, but we have our own sayings. If y'all want to hop in, but I don't know. Let me go first. We got 3 each for each one of y'all's books. So my listen and we don't do. We listen and we don't do. Now, when Gideon was acting funky, I low key wanted her to break that British bloke's back out. I was like, no, you
Facts.
you're not gonna do my girl like this. So what call of that? What call of that? Because you keep on trying to play over here. And Colin,
Facts.
he keep trying to slide on me. Now.
She should have just did it anyway, just on GP. Just on GP.
No. But I
I'm
understand.
that type of girl. But just because. I mean,
Listen, he was look, I got it at first. You know, I was like, yeah. But then I was like, all right, now Colin looking kind of good, okay? Don't give you something to be mad about in a minute.
I'm gonna tell you who got me. That daggone Ray Lee. Mr. Ray Lee.
My cowboy.
Your cowboy need a book.
Listen.
That's what they keep saying.
Your cowboy need a book.
That's what
Ain't
y'all
no
keep
way
saying.
no man gonna come up on a bull and come up on a horse and just put his arm down and pull me up, and I know I'm 2 tons of foot.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, Tanika wasn't a skinny girl either.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to see a book by Ray Lee and Colin, to be honest with you.
Y'all gonna write them. Y'all gonna write them. You know.
Listen, I can never do it justice. No bad. Well, listen, what you got?
All right, so for my first one, this is for Tanika's for Miss Tanika Ryan, Miss Losing Sight. We listen and we don't judge. Tanika, you know you're getting older and can't see. Go get some glasses.
That's facts. Yeah.
Like, girl, stop playing. Go get you some glasses.
She was resistant.
Yes.
I'm resistant. I got glasses and still can't see. What's my problem? I need to get her glasses.
I can relate.
Yeah, sometimes me too.
Listen,
yes.
her glasses was she has some great glasses. She got all kind of clarity.
Yes. Yes.
I want to pay
Hello, everyone who is joining us over here on Instagram and Facebook. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank y'all for joining in.
Yeah.
We'll have another giveaway in just a moment. We'll have 2 by the end of the day. So you guys, if you missed the first half, you gotta go back and listen. You gotta go back and listen so you can get answers to the questions. But, oh my goodness. So let me see. Let me skip down here. We listen. My first we listen and we don't judge. Let me get to mine. Okay. So this is on Frenemies with Benefits. All right.
All right.
We listen and we don't judge. Tracy, if you don't go fire Jessica expeditiously, because baby, what you not gonna do is me talking about I didn't train you. Okay.
Yes. Right.
She was sitting there and heard this girl allow her. I said, now wait a minute now. You're not gonna sit there and allow me.
Like I didn't train you.
Gave you a document and set it next to your computer. You still can't read? Nah.
Can't find it. And she's spilling the coffee on it.
And I'm gonna tell you, that right there gave me flashbacks because I used to work in corporate for 15 years, and part of what we had to do was, I had to do, because I know how they love to throw extra duties on you, was come up with training materials. And I was like, I didn't even in my job description, but I'll come up with a training material. And so, and then you have people still asking you questions. Like I'm just walking down trying to go get me some coffee. Can I ask you a question? I'm sure. And then you asking me about something that was in this SOP. I literally one day, this one girl, she kept asking questions all the time, y'all. I promise you, I was standing at her desk and she asked me a question, and the information was hanging on her cubicle right in front of her face. And I did her head like this. I was
Yep.
like, you asked me nothing else.
What does it look
I was
like?
like, listen, it's right here.
Nah. But
So
I
yeah, when I
had a
read,
two-parter for that one. Mine
Okay.
is we listen and we don't judge. Tracy, I bet you won't hire nobody else because of who they know.
Yeah.
that part.
Don't do it.
There you go.
Just because they good, that don't mean the
Mhm.
person they recommending is good.
Nope.
Don't do that. Nope.
Oh my
Not
God.
Not at all. Bring you every
Girl, yes. I'm
That
trying to
part.
listen, Miss Jessica, she gave me anxiety. I was like, no ma'am. Get you up out of here. Get you up out of here. Woo.
Yeah.
That worked my nerves real
I've
quick.
been there before.
Yes. Yes.
That's how I can write it so realistically.
You sitting over here stressing out and she over there on the corner on her phone. What?
And on the phone.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Listen, I was sitting here like she said, she turned
Yeah.
around and she was on the phone. I wanted to be like, switch that phone on her hand. You ain't gonna no paycheck today. I'm gonna pay you according to what you do today. How about
Then she
that?
will be broke because she wouldn't get
They
paid
had
for
to-
nothing. Right.
Right. They had the nerve to want to get promoted. Come on, please.
Promoted for what? You gonna get a promotion, all right? You gonna promote right out this door.
Promote at home.
Right.
There's no way.
Promote from the couch.
No.
That's what you gonna do. But oh my God! So my second, we listen and we don't judge. This is swinging back to losing sight. We listen and we don't judge. Well, I am kind of judging here. Okay, I listen. We listen and we don't judge. But I wouldn't apologize to Sarah because, girl, fuck you.
But she just trying to be the bigger person, you know what I mean?
And that was so kind of her. And it was in the grand scheme of things. I'm working on it by myself. You know what I'm saying? I was like, ooh, I hate that. That's why my Christian journey. But let me work on myself. By the end of it, I was like, you learn something.
Yeah, Tanika is aspirational because Tati would be like, "Girl, go to hell." But you know, Tanika is what Tati aspires to be. Jesus is still working on me, but you know,
because when she said, "I want to apologize to you," I was like, "We can have a conversation, but what we won't do is apologize."
I don't know what she want to apologize for. I still kind of shook my head later when she said it. I was like, but you was trying to help her, dumbass. The one you really trusted screwed you and screwed you over.
Listen. And I think that's what really was tearing my nerves up with that apology. I was like, but didn't you try to... Girl, you done broke in the crayon in the crayon box trying not to sock you in the mouth. And you gonna say, oh, she was trying to apologize too. I said, oh, you know what? That's why God gave Tanika favor.
All right.
Because I want to pass that test. I'd be like, Lord, test me on something else. Get somebody else. I want
to like the boy and fell on it because what I'm not going to do is apologize when I try to help you. I'm not doing it. Yeah. Sorry. I was like, well, I'm sorry. I did like that she said, I'm sorry you went through what you went through.
Yeah.
That, yes. But that other thing, no.
Yes. Now, I was sorry for her about what she went through, but apologizing to her about you done came here, slid in here and took my job and then go try to tell me I'm wrong. Oh, okay.
And there she slid on something to get her job.
Yeah.
Sweet, all right.
She slid all right, but I didn't
Yeah,
get
she
on it.
slid.
Yeah, she slid. So maybe it can slide right.
Yeah.
Slide right. Okay, here's mine. We listen and we don't judge. I'm like Chrissy said, I am going to judge a little bit on the second person. It took Gideon and Tanika forever to get it right. But Jackie, what about you?
What are you bringing Jackie in this? Like, what you got to do with this?
Let me tell you something. When I say I love me some Jackie, I love me some Jackie. And now we see that Jackie and Antonio butt heads. And
Jackie's book is
Antonio
next.
bothers her. He
Okay,
bothers her.
that was one of my questions, so I'm glad you answered it.
Yeah, Jackie's book is next. Jackie's book is due in April.
Oh, yeah, that's right around the corner.
We can't get no
Right around the
problem
corner. Jackie and Ray Lee.
I'm excited for that because I wanted to know and then it was like, see, a little thing. So, somebody that little got that much power. Yeah, I got to know more about her. Yeah. I definitely got to know more about her.
I know that's right. I know. I'm excited. I'm excited for that one because Jackie kept me on my toes. Let me tell you, me and Jackie had a love-hate relationship. I'm gonna have to get to that one too.
That's y'all have to wait a whole year though.
I'm gonna swing this listen and don't judge back to frenemies with benefits. We listen and we don't judge. But Brian, quit hating on your boys because you too scared to approach Tracy. Stop acting like hating on your boys.
Until somebody came sniffing around and he like, oh no, what you're not gonna do is get what belongs to me.
Thank you. Yeah, boy.
Look, you know what they say? You gotta crawl under the man to get over a man. No, all she had to do was walk beside a man to get her the man that she should have crawled under from the beginning. That's all she had to do. That's it. Now this one is kind of like, So this one is for frenemies with benefits. We listen and we don't judge. Tracy, you are not your mother. That's it. You are not your mother. And I was like, that's all I can say to her. You're not your mother. And I love that. Because her mother is like, what's going on. But
yeah, okay. I'm back.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on tonight, y'all.
You're fine. It has this technology. We listen and we don't judge it. We judge this technology, okay?
I'm judging it too. I'm like, turn off everything. The TVs.
That part. Like you gotta go to your neighbors and be like, can you cut your stuff off for like an hour?
Yes.
Right. Y'all too.
Goodness gracious, because I don't want to be on Elon Musk.
Right.
If I see another bunch of protesters off the train one more time to come and protest, y'all probably was the ones who put him in the house. And you out here protesting. Too late. Too late.
But listen, while we on Jackie though, here go my listening. We don't. I would. This another one I was judging though. And I actually said, I was like, we listen and we don't judge, but I was judging Jackie about coming at Tanika, her best friend, over Gideon, who was her cousin. I know. Every time something came up, I was like, puppy, she's my best friend. Would you stop?
Look, she didn't want to hear nothing, but she also was taking Yep, she didn't want to hear nothing, but she also took up for her cousin. I kind of like that because sometimes it'd be like, who do I, pick and choose? Like, you're not gonna keep on coming for my family, but then she kind of like stood up for her. But yeah, I just like how she was about that. I don't
She
want to
I
hear
mean, blood thicker than water. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's
I
her
was
girl. She
like,
known her since college, but still, that's her cousin. She know him since diapers. So, like, what? You
I
know?
was like, now man, don't do this. Don't act like that with her. Don't do that with her. You know, like you know your friend, you know she mean well. Don't do her.
right. That's true.
Yeah.
I was like, now you was the one that wanted to introduce her. Don't do her. But it's okay. She
True.
redeemed herself.
True.
I'm gonna
She
tell that
did.
part. She redeemed herself. She really did. And I was like, you know what, Jackie? Okay, you know, all right. All right, Jackie. All right. So she turned
Okay,
into
so
a voice of reason. I will say that.
she
She really
did.
turned
She
into a
really
great
did.
voice of
No,
reason. So
I feel, was the voice of reason.
she, you know, for me, well, Bronwyn to me was the voice of spirituality. I'll say that. Like she had that. She's that friend that you when you need to connect with the universe and everything that you go to. So
Yeah, she's
And
Freddie
that's
Brooks
what
on
she went for
steroids.
at that time. That is true. Okay, so my last, we listen and we don't judge for frenemies with benefits is we listen and we don't judge. Tracy and Brian, it should have been y'all together from the beginning.
That is true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
She was too busy
and I'm
thinking
gonna
you was
attach
judging her.
mine.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna attach mine to her. So hold on. If we pair it together, mine is this is don't judge. Y'all too grown to be pretending. Y'all don't want each other.
Right.
Y'all know y'all want each
Right?
other. So y'all should
Right. Just give it, just come on, please.
Just
come
ignoring
on
it for
over.
years.
Right.
Ignoring it for years. I'm like,
Yeah, dance around each other for years.
I'm like, now come on now. Somebody got to say
Yeah,
something, and everybody else is saying something
right.
for them.
Well,
So
you know they
yes,
saying we can't see what's
Yeah,
right
she
in
just
front
gotta
of
be seen with somebody else.
us.
Mhm.
Why Bernard?
Yeah,
Like you should be suspect with the
yeah.
name. The
listen,
name
and
alone,
we,
Bernard.
Bernard.
listen, and I say this to Synithia. You know how you have names that you just don't like personally because you just don't like the name. And I was like, I already don't like the name Bernard.
That's one.
And then here he comes. I was like, you know what? That's why I don't like you
Yes.
anyway. I was
My
like,
cousin, his
That
name was Bernard. Well, it is
some
Bernard.
names you just know you ain't nothing good coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah.
There are some classic names in here. Like if I see a Quincy in a book, I almost if a man named Quincy. It's like Quincy or Quentin. If forever they're like the main ones who always acting up. Like I said, oh Lord, I'd be like, oh.
Nice. My Quentin was nice. He didn't act up. He didn't act
No,
up.
he had his flaws, but he was okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot he did like the ladies too. Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
did. He did. He had that woman in there going crazy at the benefit dinner.
Oh Lord.
Cussing out his mama.
Right, cussing out his mama. So, yeah, well, I didn't like that.
And what
But
she
that
said, I
Oh
guess
goodness.
that is
that
true.
was his fault. So we have one more game that we are going to play, and for this one, I think Sunithia, you're going to give away a copy of Friendly with Benefits, or
Yes, I can give away.
oh, she is going to give away. So you guys got to let us know. This is the question. Crystal said this no less than 10 times on this interview. What city does she want to visit that Sunithia is based out of? She want to go to
That's
that city. So you got to tell us the name of the city, and you could be a winner of right. she give me all a hint. Right? She give me all a hint. Give me all a hint. So tell us the name of that city, and then you could be win a copy of Frenemies with Benefits. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna want to pick it up. You can read it. So go ahead and drop the answer in there. So for our first giveaway, the question was, what was the question, Laura? What was the
What
name
is
of
the
the
name of my podcast?
Oh yeah, what is the
podcast?
name? Yes.
What was the name of the podcast?
And
What's the name?
spelling counts.
Right, spelling counts.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's the name of Tati's podcast? Not our podcast. We know you see that. The name of Tati's podcast. And spelling does count. And what's the name of the city that Frenemies with Benefits is based out of? So let us know that you will win a copy of only one person per question will win. Listen,
Mhm.
so jump on here and tell y'all think y'all can get
We
the
got
The other night, y'all gotta go back. So yes, I want to show y'all. They show you. You know, those covers are beautiful, y'all. So
Thank
let
you.
me. I want to highlight it again here. That is the book, and then that is Frenemies with Benefits. Oh, these covers are amazing. So
they are nice covers.
Yeah,
They
nice.
really
they
are.
really are. Really are. So we got to get into some questions about the book. So the first one, I'm going to shoot it over to Crystal. I'll let you start off first, Crystal.
Okay, so my first question is for Synithia for frenemies with benefits. So, why was Tracy willing to not be herself and lose her happiness and marry Bernard? Bernard.
So
Like, how did you write
yeah,
BERNARD on a kid's birth certificate? Like, there's no way I can do that.
let's see. Tracy, her family was the talk of the town. Her mom and dad were scandals in the town, which name I won't say since I don't want to just give away the giveaway name. But and because she had to fight so hard against her parents' bad image, she wanted to try real hard to be what she thought was a good girl. And Bernard, a good boy, was what she thought would make her be a good girl. And so, but she lost herself trying to be what she thought she had to be with him. And so it's kind of like one of the things like, don't lose yourself in a relationship just because you think you got to be what somebody else wants you to be. You're not going to be happy because you're trying hard to be what they want you to be or what you think they want you to be. And he even said himself, I didn't want the one I married. I wanted the Tracy I was dating before when they broke up. So she had to come back and find that person she was.
Thank goodness she did, and with a better person. Somebody that, I mean, his name did begin with a B, Brian, but it's better than Bernard.
Better than Bernard, yes.
Better than Bernard.
What is Bernard
It's better
saying?
than Bernard.
Listen, Bernard was something else. And he started, we didn't have no wiggle room to like him at all. He came in.
No.
Exactly.
From book one,
Yes.
it's no reason to like Bernard. Yeah. Yeah.
He catch all the from the beginning. From the very beginning. So
Yeah.
this one is for Losing Sight. What was your inspiration behind writing Losing Sight?
I was like between projects, and I was talking to my agent, and she was like, "What do you want to do next?" And I was like, "I don't know." And I was like, maybe something that kind of blends genres, because I'm like a sci-fi fantasy girly too, and I like those type of things. And I wanted something that's romance, but with a dad, not heavy, because I didn't want to do all this heavy world building, because that ain't me.
Right.
Like sci-fi or a little magic or whatever, magical realism. And so I started thinking about ideas and stuff, and then lo and behold, I had to go to the eye doctor and get my eyes checked, and she was like, you might have to get bifocals. And I was like, oh, I don't want to get bifocals. I'm not that old. Da, 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 da. And I just started thinking like, what if I wrote a character who's resistant to getting glasses? But then I was like, well, it has to be something about the glasses. And I said, well, let's just make the glasses magical. And it just kind of went from there. So like this little tiny seed of an idea, it just kind of like grew from there.
I like that.
I love I love the concept of it. It was so beautiful. The concept, the
Thank
way
you.
you developed that, and I'm with you with that world building now. Because, that is not, but you did a
Mm-mm.
wonderful job with that. And I will say this is so funny when you said you went to the eye doctor and you was like, I'm not that old. I don't know about focus. Listen, I tell people I've been blind all my life. So like I got glasses when I was 9 years old. So I've been living with extra pair of eyes for a long time.
I mean,
But
I wore glasses since I was 2. So trust me, I can't see.
you
This
see,
is not for play. I cannot see.
but my husband, he has always had 20/20, like 20, whatever it is, 20/20 vision, 20/25, whatever they want to say it is, it's perfect vision. Like, he's always had it. And then, of course, summarily to the character in his late 40s, he had to go and they was like,
Mhm.
you just need some reading glasses, just to wear at night when you drive.
Right.
And when I tell you, I had to almost be like a mama to him and be like, put the glasses on you. And so he could never wear the glasses. So the last time we went to the eye doctor, and he got his because he has to carry a handheld iPad at work all the time now. And he's like, I've been squinting at the pad. I said, that's because you don't have glasses. And so then there. And I'm blind. I've been, like I said, I've been blind all my life. So when she told me I had to go to bifocals, I was like, okay, yeah, that was just the next step. And for real,
That's the next step.
that's the next step. So she said she did. She goes to get her vision exam, and then it comes back, and she was like, "Well, you need bifocals." I wish to God I would have recorded this man. He was like a baby. He was like, "What? What else can I do?" He was
I
acting
know
a
people
fool about
like glasses
who
are
she
so
was.
bad.
He was outdone. Like if you would have seen his face, it's just he was the devastation that was on his face about having to get the bifocals. And then I
Um,
said, see, if you would have been wearing the glasses, the eyes would have
Like,
got they wouldn't have been that bad. They wouldn't have got
yeah,
bad so fast. So
yeah.
then and I was laughing because this is the thing the too for him. Like I said, I've been wearing glasses all this time. Didn't ever have to have bifocals until that time. And he was like, now how my eyes get this bad as yours and I had good vision? I was like, because I've been
that's
wearing glasses for about 9 years.
Yeah, my husband was the same way. Like when we first met, he had a trouble seeing at night and stuff. I said, "Why don't you get glasses?" And he was like, "What are you talking about? I don't need glasses." I said, "Everybody in your family wears glasses. Why don't you have glasses?" And he's like, "I don't need them." Come to find out, and the doctor was like, "How long have you not been wearing glasses? Like you need glasses." And he was like, "Oh, I do." He's like, "Yeah." And now he's like, I just can't be without my glasses." Now I just can't be without my glasses.
Now he just can't be like his glasses.
let me
They're
tell
his
you,
personality now. So.
men with
But I tell
glasses
you what,
just up their sex appeal. Because
Mm.
it can probably be the roughest thing in the world. They put on a pair of glasses, you're like, damn. So yes.
right.
Men will do a lot for the right woman. He grew out a beard. He put on glasses.
Oh
See,
wow.
Yeah, they
the moment
definitely
I
will.
told my husband that he looked, I think I said, look at you looking like an attorney. I told him that he had a plan. Don't want to take him off now.
See,
Tell them what they want to hear so they keep
gotta
them on.
sweeten it up.
Yep, so they keep them on. Yes.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
said, I guess I should have did that the first time so you kept the readers on your face.
Hmm.
That is true. I asked I kind of alleviated to this question earlier, but I did ask Synithia, this is the next question for frenemies with benefits. So why didn't Brian and Tracy ever try to be with each other in high school?
I guess because in high school, Tracy, she kind of crushed on Brian, but she wasn't thinking about him like that. She was
Right.
suffering from that self-conscious, low self-esteem, thinking that he was out of and that he was a girl like. And then even though Brian stood in her, he had a bunch of other girls throwing stuff at him. So he gonna go with what's easy because you're in high school. Sense in that. And so, and they just kind of orbited each other. You know, she felt like every time she was embarrassed, he was there to see it. So they were just kind of in each other's orbit, but not really in each other's like group or whatever. You know, it's like maybe that guy that you kind of crush on, but y'all don't run in the same clique, so you really don't think about it. And that's just how they were in high school. And then they went off and did separate things. She married Bernard, and you know he ran off with and fell in love and got married, and so they just kind of lived their own lives and then came back, and it was still kind of that. I know you from high school. We kind of vibed a little bit, but Tracy was still very, why you minding my business? Why you always here when something bad happening? Kind of thing. And
Yes.
so she's not seeing him as a potential partner. She's just seeing him as the guy who always there when her life is imploding.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's
she used to
why.
say that
Yeah.
a lot. And I was like, girl, who cares? He not. He can care less. He's just there as a friend. Shut up about it. I'm so embarrassed. He's always here at the embarrassing moment. Then maybe you need to figure out why you always feeling embarrassed, because he don't seem like you care if you're embarrassed.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's still there.
You're
He's
embarrassed by
still
yourself.
around.
He's still around. Yeah. You know, she saw it as embarrassment, but he see it as her standing up for herself. And so it's her own perception of her life. Again, that finding yourself and realizing who you really are, because you perceive yourself to not be great at something, but other people may see the greatness in you that you don't see yourself. So that's what she was suffering from. She had to overcome all
Right.
that.
Everybody said except for her. Her friends saw it, like when they took her out shopping after she changed her hair. Her brother's girlfriend saw it when she changed her hair for her. So like everybody saw it except for her, and it's just like, what happened?
Yep.
And then I had a whole conversation about that, and I'll go back to it because that's part of my question. Okay, go ahead, Christy, before I get into it.
Okay. So this is my question, because like the other question I had was whether or not Jackie and Antonio was gonna have a book, but you answered that question for us. I'm glad, because that little bit at the end, I was like, oh, this is a little spicy something right here. Spicy something. So I can't wait for that. Because
Me
like I
either.
said, Jackie, she grew on me at the end. She really did. And I was like, I like Jackie. I did like her now. I was like, but I was just like, nah, don't keep coming at the girl like this. But no, she grew up me at the end with how she was. I was like, I think we came to understanding. I told you I had learned something about myself at the end of this book, because I was like, "Ooh, Jesus, you have shown me between Jackie and Sarah." Between Jackie and Sarah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna grow. I'm growing as a person. I'm gonna grow one day. But
I was saying,
this kind of feeds into this question. What message would you like for middle-aged women and men to take away from your story?
From my story specifically, I think it's about um, you know, finding your happiness at any point in your life. It doesn't matter, how old you are. You can still pursue and find happiness. It's about taking a chance on love and circumstances, and really finding yourself and kind of seeing people for who they truly are. Um, and above all else, I guess, especially for Gideon, it's about being like vulnerable and opening yourself up to other people when you feel like you can't do that anymore. So those are kind of like some of the things I think I want people to, particularly in our 40s, to see that, we go through all these life changes and stuff, but there's still room for you to make room for other people in your life and room for you to grow and change too.
Yes,
I like that.
I
And I
love
agree with you there. Especially being, single in my 40s. Yes, single. And just like saying, okay, I want to try this, and then I'd be like, nope, that's okay, I'm good. So just like probably trying to give it a check, because I was like, man, if Tanika can do it, then Crystal, you can do it. And then I'm like, no, Crystal, don't do it. So I'm still in that iffy stage. I'm writing down what I want, but I'm still not ready. I be saying I'm ready, but I'm not ready. I think I'm gonna just let it happen, because just somebody come and just knock me off my feet to the point that I'd be like, oh my gosh, I love him. I'll be sitting on him like, oh, let me tell you about my man. That's the only way that's going to
My man.
Yeah, my man. Oh, my man. Let me tell you about my man. That's probably what's going to end up. That's what's going to have to happen for me to just be like, yeah, I'm in love. So, yeah, that's what's going to have to happen. But let me stop talking about it. It happens too fast and I ain't ready.
I know. And for the men who like these book bags, show yourselves, because right now the pool, they keep saying the pool is filled with swamp water. So y'all gotta show yourselves.
Battery acid.
Yeah.
That is
Battery
so
acid.
true. Okay. So
y'all gotta show yourselves.
Yes, this is my question, my last question I had for Tracy. So when Tracy was younger, she was very vocal. But I said, as she got into adulthood, why did that change? So let me just say this. I had a whole conversation with myself, and myself answered back. So it was kind of like a little debate. So this is what I came up with, and you tell me if this is different. Now, the reason why I had this conversation with myself, because as a child, and I feel like that as an adult, but I'm better. But as a child, I was very vocal. If I didn't like you, I told you I didn't like you. If I didn't want to do something, I told you I didn't want to do something. So I felt like Tracy was me when I was younger, the sass, spoke up for herself, spoke up for anybody that she needed to speak up for, all of that. But then as she became an adult, that changed. And then I was like, as she started telling more about her situation with Bernard, how he treated her and things like that, a light bulb popped in my head and it said, Crystal, I'm going to tell you why she changed a little bit. Because you know what that saying is? It takes 30 days to learn a new habit. And she's been dealing with that food for 11 years.
Yep.
So that's probably why she changed. So that's what I'm going to go with now. But you tell me, because maybe I might see it, I might be right or I might be wrong. So you explain, why did it change in adulthood?
No, you're right. You dead on it. It was that she married him. She tried to be perfect. She would say stuff. He downplay it. She talk about, even she started want to change her hair. He have something to say about it, try to make it a joke. And when you got 10 plus years of somebody talking to you like that, and you internalize that and you downplay it. And we are trying so hard to not create a scandal, even though she had evidence of how much she was fucked up for a long time.
Right.
Because she didn't want to.
I think she got frozen.
Now let me tell you, I thought everybody else, I thought it was me.
I'm telling you, boy, here we go. Okay, she coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about the internet tonight, y'all. It's like
listen, it's okay. It is okay. We understand.
Right.
Yeah, but
I thought it was mine that's frozen. I'm just sitting here because I thought Chrissy and Tati was doing the mannequin challenge. I was like, okay, it's me this time, so let me just wait.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, did we lose you again?
So you jinxed it.
I know.
Oh. Jinxed it again. Oh,
yeah.
It's okay.
But yeah, he did a number on her. He definitely did a number on her. And I didn't like that for him. That's why his name was Bernard. Exactly why his name was Bernard. He deserved that name.
Listen. I'm gonna reach out.
She got a nice picture there, so that's a good thing.
Listen, and I'm over here trying to navigate our winner because we got somebody, who actually who won. You know, uh, so ladies, bookworm 203757. She won Frenemies with Benefits because she said the correct answer of Peachtree Code.
Woo, congratulations. You are
Yes,
going to enjoy this book.
yes.
You're going to enjoy it. It's
We
definitely
will
a
make
good book.
sure Synithia will probably rejoin us, and we will make sure that we let her know so that we can get your information and pass it along to her so that you can get your copy. And you guys, the next question, if you missed it from earlier, was what is the name of Tati's podcast? And yes, spelling matters. Here we go. Synithia, you got a winner. We have a winner for yours who gave the correct answer. Peachtree Code, Miss Bookworm 203757. We're gonna get her information so we can get it over to you. It is not letting her be great. I thought she was bad.
I did too.
It's not letting her be great at all. Just like that. You look like you are involved, girl.
Like Jessica was about that job. Unbothered.
Oh my goodness. Well, definitely both of these books were such good. Like, I cannot stress you guys how good these books are. Like, I promise you, I said it earlier and I said it again. Y'all need to win awards. And I want to say this, and I'm so sad that the internet keeps dropping Synithia off of here because I did want to ask her, is her book coming out of audio? Because Tati, let me tell you, I'm an audiobook girly, so I ran the Net Galley.
And she texted me and was like, it's on that galley. I got it. Literally, when I was reading it, I was way ahead of her. She texted me back a day later and was like, she done.
This is the crazy part. I was like I should say a quarter in. I was probably 25% into the book because I was reading the book. And then when you put that out, I was like, I'm such an audio girl. I was like, oh, I'm gonna run over here. And oh, it is okay. I said, I'm gonna run over here and see if I can get it off Net Galley. And so they gave it to me. I said, oh God, I got it off Net Galley. And let me just tell you, first of all, I want to say excellent job to the narrators because Charlie Elwood and Jamie Lincoln Smith, I think that's okay. I'm just gonna say that Jamie Lincoln Smith, exactly. Jamie Lincoln Smith. They did a phenomenal job narrating.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Is it Jamie or Jaime?
It's Jamie Lincoln Smith, aka Winston James.
So. Okay, see, I didn't want to put it out there. I knew that one. I didn't want to say it. I was like,
yeah.
When I pulled it up, I was like, wait a minute. Now I know this voice.
Yeah.
I kept like listening, and I said, I know this voice. And then I paused, and I was like, oh! It's like I had that light bulb moment, and I was like, I knew it. I said, okay, but I said, I'm gonna put my name. But yes, they did a phenomenal job narrating the book. And let me tell you something, Miss Charlie, with that British London accent, now come.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Yes, she did. She did an excellent job. So if you guys, get the book, I'm a proponent to get the book, but also get the audio book if you want to do like Crystal does, do a listen and read and listen at the same time, which I did.
You got to see them words.
I was like, I had the book, I'm gonna read and listen like Crystal did on her listen.
Immersive reading.
Synithia, is your book Frenemies with Benefits coming out on audio?
Yes, it should also be in audio as well. So you should be able to get the digital, the print, or the audio book.
Oh, I gotta have me an audible party with these books. Oh, they
Listen,
can be my bedtime story. Since I didn't read it, so I won't have to see the words. I can just lay down and listen to them read to me, talk to me, and I can kind of yell at them. I'm still going to beat some people up.
I'm gonna tell
Yes.
I'm such an audiobook girl. I can tell you, I am going to get audiobook. I will have the paperback. I will, and I will sit here and it's like I will read it, but I'm gonna have both. I'm just gonna have both. That's just me.
Mhm.
That's just me. I gotta have both. I gotta have both. So I was like, yes, so I'll definitely make sure that I get, your audiobooks as well. So I want to listen to it as well to go back. Because I love to go back. Even if I read it, I still love to go back and listen to it because it just gives you a
Yeah,
whole different
Mhm.
experience, when you
Yeah.
listen to it. So
right.
and those y'all people who are still on the fence about audiobooks, I'm trying to tell you. it
I was
is
They're
on the fence.
amazing. I
they
I
love
was
are
them.
on.
they
Actually, I
are
wasn't
amazing.
even on the fence. I was on the other side of the fence. Like, I don't want no parts of it. Because what if they don't deliver? What if they don't sound like the person I wanted to sound like? All of that. And then, Chrissy was like, no, try. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Now, you can't get me to stop listening. I
See,
love them.
see, like
I love
I
them.
I
Over
single handedly
200
pulled some people into this.
audiobooks now. Yep, I have over 200 now. So,
Wow.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Listen, like that my idea. I told him, I said, I have so many apps. I know my husband is sick of me. I have
Mm-hmm.
so many apps to listen to audiobooks. It's ridiculous, but it's okay. I love it. I love it. We had a running joke for a very long time where because I always listen when I get ready to go to bed. Like that is my number one time. I listen throughout the day, but I always kind of listen before I go to bed. And so we get into bed and he used to say, good night, babe. And then he'd be like, good night, Jacob.
Already know.
I was so funny the day he told me that. I just looked at him like what? He was like, because you listen to this man in your ear. I was like, then I was
Hey,
here trying to defend myself. I do listen to other people.
yes.
But yeah, so absolutely. Well, I want to give you ladies an opportunity to just give us all the information, like where can they follow you at, where can they find your books, anything that you have upcoming so that we can support you.
Yes.
And we'll start with you, Synithia.
All right. I am at Synithia W pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Threads. Not really on TikTok anymore when they were going to get rid of it and it's back. I don't know. And it's just a lot of work. So I'm over there, but I haven't posted in a while. And then Facebook, Synithia R. Williams, author Synithia Williams. You can find me there. Always my website, SynithiaWilliams.com. I have a newsletter. Subscribe. I give updates when I have sales. Like book 1 and 2 in the series, the ebook is the $1.99 all month long. So you can get Secret to a Southern Wedding and Waiting for Friday Night, the ebooks for $1.99. And if you want to see me without buffering on the internet, you can come and see me this Saturday. I'm doing a book signing here in Columbia, South Carolina at the Barnes and Noble on Garners Ferry Road. So I'll be doing that Saturday at 12 with my good friend Kiana Alexander. We're going to be doing a discussion and signing books. And then I'll also be at the Read Freely Fest. Richland Library is doing at the end of March, March 29th. And I'll be at the Black Romance Book Festival in Atlanta later this summer. So you can see me. And if I buffer in real life, I'm probably just need coffee or whatnot. So,
Oh, wait a minute.
That's
Oh,
me.
God.
I'm a
And the
buffer in real life and
Cyril's
on
wedding. I was
wait,
saying
say
the
that again?
Southern wedding is Amani and Cyril's wedding. I'm excited about that. Oh, I gotta go get that. Mm-hmm.
It is Amani
And
and Cyril, and then yep, Hallie and Coach Q in Waiting for Friday Night. So it's good time to catch up on the series before Frenemies comes out tomorrow. Okay, I believe it's already here. Yep.
Yeah.
okay, yes, I'm definitely gonna get them both. Yay! All righty.
yes, yes, yes. So, Tati, let us know where they can connect with you, where they can find your books, and any other information you want to know.
I am literally the same name everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Threads, pretty much every social media platform. I'm on there some kind of way. But it is Richard Writes on, WRITESON. Richard Writes on, a play on Richard Wright. You can go to my website, TatianaRichardson.com, and you can sign up for my newsletter, which comes out whenever I put it out, really. But it's supposed to be monthly. It's supposed to be monthly. But monthly newsletter. Um, all of my books are in audio. My indie books as well under T.M. Richardson are also in audio and on KU and ebooks and paperback pretty much everywhere. Where am I going to be? My book launch is tomorrow in Atlanta at Eagle Eye Books. I'll be in conversation with Jaleesa Reeves. And then this weekend coming up, I'll be at the Atlanta Love Y'all Fest, the book festival. Beyond like several panels. I have a couple different book signings. You can go on my Instagram to find the schedule there. Tickets are still available, so you all can come out to downtown Decatur and meet a whole bunch of different authors and stuff. Different keynote speakers are going to be there, all kind of stuff. So it's really, really cool. Then the week after that, I will be at the 1-year anniversary of Steamy Lit Bookstore in Deerfield Beach, Florida. I'll be there with Natasha Bishop, Christina Forrest, and some other people whose names I am, pardon me, trying to my head, not my heart. They're also in conversation with them, doing a book signing on the 22nd for that. Lord have mercy, I'm just really busy. I will
That's a good
be.
thing.
That is a good thing. In April, I will be in New York for a tentative event, but I don't really know just yet. And then of course Black Romance Book Festival in May, and then Stimulate in October. So I am booked, booked for 2025. So,
All
and
right.
still writing stuff on top of that. So
Awesome. That's a beautiful thing. Love it. Love it so much. So, oh my goodness. We listen, bookworm 203757 is over here killing it because she answered your question too and said romance the color and she spelled it right.
Oh, she said, "Give me those books. Give me those
She said she
books."
want the book. She want the book. So yes, we will be
all
getting
right
ready
then.
so we can pass it along to the ladies so that you can get your copies of the book, ma'am. We thank you so much for playing along and listening to these games and everything. So
Yeah,
listen, she said she gonna make sure she said it's right.
because
I
we
know that's
listen and we don't judge.
right.
Mhm.
That's right. Well, Crystal, let everyone know how they can reach and connect out with you and anything else you want to mention for today.
Alrighty, so you can find me on Instagram as Books and Soul One, and on Facebook and on TikTok I'm Books and Soul. And also you can find my author page, which is Krista Lux underscore the author. And Krista is spelled KRYSTALUXE underscore the author. And that's me in a nutshell. Yes.
Oh, awesome. All right, y'all. Well, you guys can find me at Instagram under for the podcast at Chrissy GCU. That's KRISSYGCU. And you can find me on the platform at on Instagram at Aries Sky underscore. That's SKYE underscore. And then everywhere else as author Aries Sky. I will have the lovely pleasure of being able to meet Miss Synithia at the Read Freely Fest in March, at the end of March, because I will be there as well. Being, hey, being a part of the book signing, I think that well, don't quote me. I know that Casey Mills will be there as well. I know. Well, I think Jaquel is going to be there, and Kimberly Brown is well. So It's going to be amazing to see all of you ladies there. Also, I will be at the Black Romance Book Fest as well. So at the end of May, I'm excited to be there. Oh, y'all, that's gonna be amazing.
Everybody and their mama gonna be there.
Me too.
Everybody,
And
I know, right?
me and you, your mama, and your cousin too.
Cousin too. Yes.
The whole romance
Perfect
family
song for
reunion.
Yeah, big family
Exactly.
reunion.
It's the family
Yeah.
reunion. So that's what we're just gonna have.
Yeah.
That's what they should call it. The Black Romance Family Reunion. That's what it needs to be called.
Better tell Lacey so she can change it.
Right? Go ahead and
Yes.
have a cookout planned and everything.
There you go.
Cook out that people.
Cookout, please. Listen, I know that's right. So we can shout out who made the macaroni.
we'll eat everybody macaroni and cheese and potato salad.
Exactly. Well, we know it's
Yep.
gonna be slimming. It's too many beautiful
Those
black
are
milk.
two things we can bring out.
It's gotta be slamming. The food will be slamming. So we need to have to cook out and everything. Girl, go ahead and let you slide.
I'll bake a pound cake because I can't make mac and cheese. So
Come on, pound cake.
I can't make mac and cheese. I bring a pound cake. So I'm at the dessert table.
Listen, I bring some baked beans. I like my little brown sugar baked beans. I bring them. So
I get my husband to do it. He's the chef. I get him to do it.
There you go. See?
listen, and I say that because you know what? I really do be in the kitchen trying to make the simplest things. And I let my husband do the rest of the kitchen because he loves it. And I remember when I was 12, I actually prayed because my mama tried to get me in the kitchen, and I was like, when I say kicking and screaming because I did not want to learn how to cook, and I was like, when I get married, can I please have a husband who know how to cook? And he blessed me with that. So I said, and I'm a utilize it. So baby, you do what you do. Let me know. I clean up. Just let me know when it's ready. So I make simple stuff. Yes. So and but that was a hilarious story too. My first year of marriage, I called myself trying to really like for real be a wife. So I was like cooking and stuff, and then I was pregnant. And I had a rough pregnancy. And he was like, "I cook, so you don't have to." You should have never told me that.
Say that.
I'm like, yes, this child is 24, and I'm still like, baby, you still cooking, ain't you?
There you go.
Oh my goodness. For you guys, it has been such a wonderful night chopping it with you ladies.
Yes, thank you, ladies.
These books
It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you. And I appreciate you guys for letting us do this for you. It is, when I say this is something that we actually talked about, and that's just manifestation. Because Priscilla had talked about doing something similar to this, and then it was like, oh, opportunity. So yes, we love it. I'm proud of I'm proud to be a part of you guys' launch for your books, and I wish you continued success for it. And
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bestseller on both of these books.
That's right. That's right.
Go get these books. They are worth the read. They're going to make you fall in love. They're going to make you discover some things about yourself, some things about people that's probably in your vicinity that you probably be looking at sideways. And they're going to make you want to beat some folks up. They're going to make you want to go travel. Unknown, that's, not here. So it's a lot. And you want to know what? I want to be Tanika because Tanika got them glasses and she got all the men's.
Yeah.
Listen, Tanika was a hot commodity, honey.
Yeah. That's probably why Sarah was mad at her because she like, Dad, I did all this slipping and sliding and they still want you.
You got it, you got it,
You ain't do something right. But
I'm
we know
I'm gonna get
Tracy got her man.
There you go. She did.
I gotta get with Tanika's shoe collection because I was like, man, I wish I did know about tennis shoes like this.
The shoe game is phenomenal.
That shoe game was on fire. Okay,
you're right.
Yeah, I'm not a sneaker girl. That was a lot of research. A lot of research.
Well, you did good. You did good.
A lot of sneakers.
Yeah.
You did good. You did good.
Yeah.
Well, again, ladies, thank you guys so much. And thank you everyone
Thank
for tuning in and
Yeah.
joining. Thank you guys for
Yes,
commenting.
thank
I could
you.
not thank everyone,
Thank
but I
you.
appreciate you for tuning in and listening to us. We appreciate it. This will also go on the audio podcast tomorrow. So it'll go on the audio podcast tomorrow. So if you did miss it live, you will get to see it again or listen to it again on the audio podcast. So make sure you tune in there as well. But we appreciate it, and we will make sure that we get you the information for the winner so that you guys can. So we'll make sure we do that.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, everyone,
Thank
as I
you.
always say, thank you guys so much, and don't forget to get caught up. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Thanks for getting caught up with the Get Caught Up podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, or iHeartRadio and leave us a review. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Get Caught Up Podcast and let us know what you think about the show. See you in the next episode. Thanks for getting caught up with the Get Caught Up podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, or iHeartRadio and leave us a review. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Get Caught Up Podcast and let us know what you think about the show. See you in the next episode.